a scissor trap. The bolts scream past in the searing fire. In this cockpit I will expire. Shields collapse, hull integrity breached. Systems down, backups reached. Fuel's all but gone, a final flame. One last burst in the Emperor's name. Come holy thunder! They fuse report, I cut the bird. Engage the foe, my last missile's churn. I'm a dying star in the endless night, but I'll blaze and flame my soul alight. We ride the lightning, we ride the lightning. Banking high and diving hard, steel among the stars, battle scarred. Outnumbered in this hopeless sky, but in terror's name I'm primed to die. Fight to live, fight to die, fight to die. The blackness take me in, my duty hell, my final win. I light the void with my dying breath. Imperial wings in honor of death. Too many bandits, a host, a swarm. Ammo gone, no hope left. I set course to ram. One more can follow me into death. Come holy thunder! War horns sound, the klaxons blare. Sons of the Emperor to arms. Citizens beware. Raise the shields, man your guns. Load your weapons, the enemy comes. Stand, deploy the garrison to the walls. Resist the enemy and their thralls. Commence bombardment of their lines. They entangle in the wire and falter among the mines. Open fire! Deploy the garrison to the walls. Resist the enemy and their thralls. Commence bombardment of their lines. They entangle in the wire and falter among the mines. Open fire! Open fire! Shoulder to shoulder and back to back, we stand resolute. We will not crack. Men are killed, they drop and fall. Step forward and fill the ranks. We will hold the wall. The corner. Incoming fire, blaze our lines. The commissars sniff their
Demon Slayer's trying to steal my bases.
doors and the coward falls. No retreat allowed, stand firm, defend.
Bad swiper, no swiping. And yes, weekends are far too short. Oh god. Whew. Blah, 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 blah. Anywho, we're working on this beastie today. Lots of work on the Battle Sister, which is most of it, realistically. That Gundam is massive. I did peek in periodically. I think it's ridiculous. Marshall, Blade Guard vets are mean. Yes. The Blade Guard vets are like super duper strong right now. With all the extra stuff that Hellbrick does, I can absolutely believe it. So, alright. I did manage to get to the hardware store. As you can see, I picked up a variety of different hardware. I found these trim screws. Oh, just a normal Marshall. I thought you were talking Hellbrick. Alright then. But found these little trim screws. And they are 1 inch long and I think they're 6. So they're 6 gauge, so there's not 6 gauge, but small. They'll be able to get through the base and have a decent amount left over to grip into the guy. And so these will be good to secure him down. 32 ticks, 2 damage, lethal's on 5. That is brutal. That is very brutal. I'm guessing hitting on threes, re-rolling with Oath. Well, the Warhammer channel looks pretty active to me, so I'm guessing there's still events going on. I did see a thing that they sneakily were now talking about a 20 average into a Castellan. Yeah, because you need the fives, so yeah. 98 viewers? That's not bad. It said 399 when I started, so when I loaded up. So it's gone down a bit, so maybe I might get some traffic. It's already picking up. So, I don't know if you'll notice, my follower goal, top of the screen there, I picked up a follower last night, I think thanks to CDs. So that puts me at 200. So I now have 200 followers, which is fantastic. I'm happy. And that means Exodites and Armageddon for an 8-hour stream. So I have right here Exodite box, Armageddon box. I'll be building. So yeah, I'm gonna plan this out, coordinate it with wife, because I need to coordinate that with wife because that I'm gonna need assistance with that. And we're gonna plan it up probably within the next couple weeks or so. You'll build Armageddon with me. Alrighty. I'm working it out. Can't be this coming weekend because of kid's birthday. So, possibly the next one. But yeah. And I'll have to, I'll work out the details and I will let you know. Fair enough. But we got stuff we got to do earlier in the day with that hunt. We're not doing it this weekend. We got to pick up a cake. We got to get everything ready for her birthday. We're putting the order for the cakes in. As I'm thinking next weekend. Because I don't think there's much going on next weekend. Unless you can think, unless there's something going on next weekend. But I will let you know, Demon Slayer. I'll plan it out. I'll post about it in the Discord. don't know what to do with this lady's hair. I know the Marines I'm doing are Dark Angels, because that's my Marines I got. Nothing for next week. So yeah, the next weekend it'll be. The Heavy Bolt Eradicators can be brutal. So, howdy, Sanders. That the blast against non-vehicle, or not non-vehicles. The blast on those weapons is impressive. So. Enjoy it, Sanders. And I was there crafting my lizards and clowns a little bit today. So. It's going to be an interesting army. Mm-hmm. They can absolutely take out some hordes. Going to be going with a relatively basic paint job on this person, since they're about to be turned into, questionable. They're about to be returned to their more basic components. Carbon, water, things like that. More basic elements. Now those the eradicators they're gonna be brutal. The question is, I can't remember. Nike Red successfully made alcohol from air. Okay. So they're going to try and find a way to monetize that. So we'll have to do a full-on Spaceballs and pay for canned air. Ooh, canned alcoholic air. Oh, Nile Red. Okay, I thought you meant like Nike. We're fucked. But think about it. You could pop a can of some alcoholic air. No, officer, I wasn't drinking. I was breathing. It's going to be some creative conversations. Y'all. What color should I do for this lady's hair? I think if I were to... thinking of making her a strawberry blonde. If I run with this, and then use a red shade and a yellow dry brush. See how this turns out. Gotta make use of this Profus contrast somehow. Oh gosh, great. That one first.
Death to the foul warriors of chaos.
Give me a second. Give me a second. So it's the hair on this lady. Kind of Goku-ish right now. Actually, that turned out far better than I thought it would. Little Goku. Okay, it's coming across really bright on camera. Hold on a sec. That's more accurate to what it is. The light's blowing it out a bit, but that turned out pretty decent. A little bit. Little Super Saiyan-y. Just a little Goku-y. Now, so once I let that dry, and then I'll be able to hit it with a reddish shade, or actually this shade might bring it down a little bit. Give it a little more strawberry color. Do that. Why is that so hot? Why is my camera cooking over here? Yes, I did see that in an interview thing. Oh, I wonder if it's running too high frame rate. Hold on a sec. Hold on 1 second here. You're right. I'll do. Yeah, he is. It was an interview where him and the Krillin's voice actor were talking about how they don't hold back ever because they're not going to half-ass it. So. There was it the Mythbusters, I think, that did the can you break a glass by like singing at it, and it was a heavy metal artist, singer that was able to like shatter glass. I remember that one. I can't remember who it was, but I remember them doing it. So, and having the strength. It's not just, I mean, the right frequency is far more, probably the highest, most important part of it, but having it at the strength, I gotta wipe that out first. More storms tonight? Okay.
I am the god. I am a sentinel, alone in the dark. I serve in hell. Fatigue and misery, no glory here. Just endless routine and short stabs of fear. Dear Emperor, I'm so tired. A crash of
Yeah, we had a wave pass through here.
the camp heaves with movement, like an ant hive. A thunder of boots, a thunder of drums. Stand to, the enemy comes. Dear Emperor, now I'm awake. A roaring tide of green, all tusks and guns and leaves. A wall of lusk and fire tears into the night. Yells of desperation and fright. A massive clash of steel and muscle, hand to hand amidst the toil and tussle. Dear Emperor, now I'm awake. A rampage of fear drifts into silence. Smoke curls and drifts an end to violence. A few survive, so very few.
Quite pause a bit now and then.
They take their due. I am one of them. I bid you adieu.
We're in the area that gets like the most thunders, the most lightning strikes out of like any other part of the world, practically, if I remember correctly. Pretty much depends on how the stuff's moving.
Light, the perimeter comes alive. The camp heaves with movement, like an ant hive. A thunder of boots, a thunder of drums. Stand to, the enemy comes. Dear Emperor, now I'm awake. A roaring tide of green, all tusks and guns and me. We are sons of the breeze, blessed with angels' might. Yet fate casts us aside, marked by darkness and light. Born of the chapter cursed, left in endless war.
I don't know if our snowstorms bounce around twice, but we do get violent storms.
Salvation slips away. For hope haunts our steps, but
Like the one earlier already blew down the umbrella again.
blood and fire will march. The sorrow scars our core. Bound in golden armor, we're cursed forevermore. Fatherland's call, both sword and tail we raise. For hope's a fleeting ember, yet still we fight and praise. When the tyrants came for us, we fought in bitter rows, holding worlds inside of grief against unnumbered foes. At the siege of Occludus, we bled 1,000 scars, left in hell's embrace beneath the damned stars. Though blood fell like rain, we stood though torn and worn. For in the heart of death, our souls are battle born. Blood and fire will march, for sorrow scars our core. Bound in golden armor, we're cursed forevermore. Fatherland's call, both sword and tail we raise. For hope's a fleeting ember, yet still we fight and praise. In the yellow of betrayal, we stood though torn and worn. For in the heart
You have water up there?
our souls are battle born. To protect and defend, no redemption eludes. Our fate carved in sorrow, our wounds old and crude. We are the lamenters, burdened with endless pain. Fight
Okay. And they're going to be doing another Necromunda campaign. This one's wrapping up. They're starting the next one in November. So I might want to see about making a gang for that. Gang. Because Necromunda is gang warfare. You can call it a posse. I don't know what gang I would pick, but I would have to be able to modify it. I'd make it something crazy, because, you know, you can't just pick up a gang model, do that. That's just boring. Full of kebab. Entrepreneurial. Enclave. Hello, Menno. Welcome back, good sir. As always, thank you for the musics. I pop it on here and always make sure every X minutes it does a thing saying, hey, go to this person. They did the music. They're awesome. I don't remember how many minutes it was. Oh, right there. Perfect timing. Thank you, Sound Alerts, for showing me. For being a fine example.
See you if they're being gifted 1 subscriptions.
Thank you, Eli. How much kebab was... Oh, we got to work on the subscriber emotes. I need to hire this lady to do subscriber emotes. Because I have ideas for the two subscriber emotes. But she's got, like, more important paid work at the moment. And yes, for those who are keen to notice, we did get to 200 followers, so I will be doing an 8-hour stream. On that 8-hour stream, which is tentatively scheduled for next weekend. Not this coming, but the weekend after. The weekend 20-somethings. I'll be building 2 boxes. Exodites and Armageddon. Or probably Armageddon, then Exodites. And then I think I'll be able to get those done in less than 8 hours, so then we'll probably move into painting. Depending on how crazy I want to go with the Exodites, too. Exodites. Because Exodites, they have a lizard coin. So right now we're working on Battle Sister Pace Picante. What kind of kibirb, Eli? Give us more info on these kibirbs. I don't know why I'm saying it that way. People say it's a brain issue. Yeah, I would hope they're on a stick. There's a lot of brain issues. I have a lot of brain issues. I don't know if I even need to do anything in this Battle Sisters hair other than the contrast paint. Did a nice job. Album reveal and walkthrough tomorrow morning on a friend's podcast. Absolutely. Link it up here. Link it. I appreciate you asking, but and the invites. But yes, please throw a link. Best angle to get this last bit. So everyone should go check that out. This is Manos, the one who's did all this 40K music that we're listening to and have been listening to. So absolutely, you should check him out. He does lots of other music too, but I'm only using the 40K stuff because I don't know. I honestly don't know. We're at Central, so we're Central, which is CST. Hey, hon, can you do the quick conversion on that? What is 6 a.m.? Is it just Australian time or is it like AUT or something? I know there's more than one time zone in Australia. Damn place is big. So Eastern Australian time. So yeah, we're further behind then.
And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. I'm off to be a guardsman. So fill to me the parting glass and drink a health whatever falls. Then gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away. And all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it fell into my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all.
Cool.
I'm off to be a guardsman.
3 p.m. for us. Alright, so for anyone in my time zone, nobody else's. At 3 p.m., you should be checking out Mano.
So fill to me the parting glass.
Bigger brush for contrast.
A health whatever falls. Then gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. I have to go. The Emperor calls.
I know it's a big series of books. I am unfortunately I've not read any Wheel of Time stuff.
But since it fell
It's like a high fantasy.
that I should rise and you should
It's
not, I'll
a
gently
huge series of books. 13 books. That's a big series of books.
good night and joy be to you all. I'm off to be a guardsman. So fill to me the parting glass and drink a health whatever falls.
That's a decent
Gently
quantity of books.
softly call. Good night,
Nice.
joy be to you all.
I know that the
Joy be to you all.
there was a live action show that was like kind of sort of canceled, but it was popular enough that they were bringing it back because people were. It was in that demand. I remember reading something about that. TV series is rubbish. Okay. Fair enough. Since you've read the books, I will have to trust your opinion.
Pandiakov 33 followed your channel.
Panda Coffee 33. Hello, Panda Coffee. Panda Coffee. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to painting the Battle Sister Sister Saint Salsa. Yep. 201st. This Battle Sister's about to get turned into something thick and chunky. Or probably not even thick and chunky, honestly. More pasty, I would say. She is the base, on the base, for my cast nights. For my Knight Lancer, who's this abomination chilling over here. Red Mist is a good one. That's my first. This is my first sister battle I've ever painted. So I'm just going to do a very kind of roughish paint job. I'm not going to do too much on her because she ain't going to be around that much longer anyway. So
The battle's roar fades, but the steel remains. A legacy written in the fallen's veins. We fight for glory, for a cause so real, and we'll never falter. Give 'em the cold steel.
Sister Splat. Sister, Sister will need dental records to identify. Howdy, Dog Lord. Yeah, true. Probably not even then.
For the Emperor!
The Lulacam. As is always, if anyone here is a fan of a fun slice of life comic about an orc and his pet squig, Orc is all of us. Squig is inspired by that thingy there in her inability to be normal. Please check out Orc and Squig, as written and drawn by Minerva Fox Art. There's lots of squiggly squig goodness. Not take alloy for the blade. How you doing tonight, Doggo Lord? Working on. Wife is working on the net. So there. Wife is working on the next batch of comics now. I have that turning out today. If she's got a power sword, realistically, she could wound a Night Lancer. It does have a 4 pinball, though, so it's going to be tough. She's going to have to use the Miracle Dice. And hope that I don't think she'll have enough to start painting my buddy's Emperor's Children. Blah. Army exchange for them. That does sound fun. Now the question is, which would you rather have? The cash or the bit or the kits? Because there's a lot that's kit value is something. Yeah, if it is going to be in kits, what kits are you getting? It is an enjoyable song, Mano. For those that didn't know, all the music you hear during my streams is created by Mano there. Noise Marines, cast characters, keep bashing the Crucible Mount. Ooh, sure. Not bad, not bad. Too good. Yep, let's see this actually missed a little bit. Everybody's posting stuff tonight. Nice. Lurking while doing promotions. Lurk away, sir. You could get it. You could get a Warlord Titan. At that point, you're going to be painting a lot of Emperor's Children for that. Because, you know, over 3,000 USD. Remember correctly for the Warlord. It's like $2,000-ish just for the body, not including. Is there anything even in there? There's a Drazzle. We're back on the Knight Abominant. It would be an Apocalypse level. You'd be doing that for quite a while. Cause I want to say it's like $2,000-ish. It's over. I thought it was over $2,000 just for the chassis, not including any. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say 20K, but maybe 10-ish I could see. I could see 10K out of that. Alright, so. Itch. Alright, now I saw a really awesome. Is it Dreadful Visage? I saw awesome thing with the gold where they were using a I'm looking at it though, I don't think it was Dreadful Visage. It was a different purple. But they were using a purple on the gold. I think I'm going to use this darker purple. Get 13 combat patrols. That's a lot of combat patrols. So. Now, is that just the Titan? Because you've also got to consider, because the weapons and the head are sold separately. So. Anyway, I saw this really neat thing where they used. Yeah, the weapons. Okay. They used a purple contrast on a gold base. And they were applying it heavy. And then sopping it off. And it looked really good. So I'm hoping to recreate that a little bit. Let's see how this goes.
Did you know that the leading cause of death is dying? And the leading cause of life is well? You can guess that part. Quote by my crackhead friend.
Sorry for the echo. I somehow bumped my mute button. Yeah. Wasn't disputing the logic. I was apologizing for echoey thingies. Can you use poopers? Yeah, it's one of my favorite things on Blue Sky is low quality facts. So I'm kind of focusing a little bit on this. This lady's got tiny armor pieces. Though I'm absolutely digging how this golden purple is turning out. I will show you in a moment. I just gotta be careful because I don't want to paint the hair, which I just did, and it actually turned out really, really nice.
Death to the foul warriors of
I'll do
chaos.
enhance in a moment. Didn't have to do that. We'll get there in a second. Just said I was going to do it in a moment. Can do this carefully. Give me a second. Give me a minute. Edge highlighting takes a lot of patience and a lot of practice. This is when it comes down to it. Just making it official. Okay. Because I've done it a bit, and I'm not the greatest at it. I'm better at it on my Marines. But yeah, it is something that just takes a lot of time and patience and practice. It doesn't work in all applications either, too. See, a lot of a lot of people just like edge highlight, and it's like, well, it doesn't work well there. All right, so I think she's good enough to do. think the purple came out pretty good on that. Like right there. You can really see it in... don't focus on this. Ignore this. On camera. There you go. You can see it right there, focused in. On her shin there. I think that gold and purple looks really good. These are just kind of like bronzish, cool color. And yeah, the cork is a great way to make bases 100 times more dynamic. And you don't have to do much on top of it. Like you can use like a technical Astro Granite or Martian Iron Crust or something like that. Just put it on it. And ta-da! It looks good. Absolutely post them in there. It does not take much to make it look good. Just if you're going to be with the cork, Doggo Lord, get Elmer's glue. You don't have to get the giant bottle, but get some Elmer's glue. And once you've got the cork on the base, before you prime it, before you do anything else, paint the whole cork, all the cork in Elmer's glue. Because it will soak up paint, it will soak up primer, it'll absorb anything you put on it. So, you'll want to do that before you do, before you prime it or anything else. Or put any paint or texture stuff on it, or else it'll soak it up and gets kind of weird looking. Nice. But yeah, definitely seal it first before doing any paint on them. But like this, yeah, this texture here, I'll throw a dry brush on that. Done deal. And that's what I did for like the rocks on the base on the guy in the turnstile, the abominant there. So I'm just gonna take a little shade. Hello, Sarish. That explains. How you doing this evening? Welcome in. I'm working on... Despite what it seems, I am actually working on my cast nights. Damn it, I did get a little bit of black on her hair. Let's touch that up a little bit. That's too set. I missed it. Alright.
Death to the foul warriors of chaos.
Just putting a shade on the face because I don't want to do too much into her face. But anyway. There you go, Sandris. There is the... Whoop, focus. That's the Battle Sister so far. So... I'm good at English to send that message. Fair enough. Sarish, I learned that lesson in experience. These are my chaos knights. Let me grab the progress. So we have you were the leak. You were that's the absorber. We'll grab snackers because everybody loves snackers. So with my chaos knights, all these guys are, as you can see, are pretty custom. All their bases have there's a resin I'm using. Snackers is my example. I use a 2-part resin here. Absolutely, these are chaos knights, and it's the abominant floating around there. My chaos knights are crazy though. So you see, there's the resin here for the ice because I have them running across like a glacier that's covered in blood and stuff. first attempt with that was this guy here. Yep, almost dropped him. He's finished. This is the one where I did not seal the cork. And I had poured the resin to something to point with. I had poured the resin to this level here, and it literally soaked up the resin. So when I came out, I'm like, huh, look at that. And you can actually see like there's holes, and you can kind of see little holes and stuff where it literally just absorbed it and bubbles came out. It just soaked in all the resin. Second attempt, I had sealed the cork. This one was where the tape around it leaked, so the resin kind of flowed out and made a giant mess. Final result, after much effort, is Snackers. This is Snackers. He has his chew toy, which is a Marine. Just some Marine. He's just nomming on it. But this is the final result, is this resin pour that's like this frosted thing going on. The same with the bombing up there. And then this base right here, which I'm working on for these guys. Y'all can chill over here for now. Is for my Knight Lancer, who is this abomination chilling back here. Snackers was very... You gotta go back over here. I don't have room. Snackers will stay out. Okay. This is the base for this guy back here. All the parts that are blue will have the resin poured up to this to the level, the first layer of cork here. And I'm painting it the Battle Sister. So, take my beyond, I will check them out. The Battle Sister will end up being... You can even cut and redo the positions of the knights. Not finished ones.
For the Emperor!
There's your... Oh, look at that. I don't know about I haven't done on the finished ones, but all of my knights are very much repositioned. This is the positioning for this guy here. He's absolutely going to turn her into squishy paste with a ridiculous chain axe that I made out of bits. And there's also the shield, which is made out of actual chain and is flipping heavy. And there's the lance, because you got to have a lance, because he's a lancer. All my knights have blood letters, because I'm doing corn themed, so there'll be blood letters coming out of this guy in various spots. But as far as repositioning them, depends a lot on the knight chassis. The Cerastus Knight here, the Lancer, is super easy because I changed the positioning on this joint, the hips. I tweaked the torso around, and then there's actually a brass rod in there. I changed the arm position a ton on both arms, and then did the shield on the back. The other knights are a little less easy to change positions without extra stuff. Like, here's the Knight Tyrant. Set him down. He was the biggest, but he is no longer because of Lancer. Move you over there. Knight Tyrant. I changed his position because I got extra leg joints. This piece right here, that leg joint is extra. I found people. I had a friend 3D print out some extra leg joints, and I found a guy online that did 3D printed waist joint and a 3D printed head. So you got this cool Anubis head here. So I have not done it after the fact. If you're going to be doing that, though, I I highly recommend picking up a jeweler's saw, which is like a very thin wire saw on a bow handle, so you can kind of saw through the leg bits, like on the Rampager, who has the same legs as the Abominant in the Turnstile. I added extra leg joints in there to change his position as well, but that was a nightmare because I used a Dremel with a very fine bit, and that was just a pain to get through it all. But yeah, redoing it afterwards, I'm not sure. That would require some extra work, and I'd be slightly worried. It's gonna be the wrong color. I mean, you can pull them off of the base. That probably is the easiest thing if they're just on a regular base. Like if you're to slide a knife underneath the base, you could cut them off that way. Or if it's just on a regular base that has nothing else, go from the bottom and just cut the base out around the foot, leaving the part of the foot that's glued onto the base just attached, and get a couple extra of the 190 millimeter bases and work from there. Just build new bases out of it would be probably the easier option if you're going to be redoing their bases. That's my thoughts, at least. Highlighting here. Let's go down to a smaller brush, though. Yeah, I love the Chaos Knights. I think they've been an absolutely fun giant project that I am at the very end of. I don't have 4,100 points. This is just about 3K. Because I've got 8 War Dogs, so. Fancy drill bit tools, slowly upgrading my modeling versus just painting the model. But for extra. Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of AK's Wargame stuffs. Like, this is their Lunar Desert stuff right here. For textures and things. But yeah, having the hobby tools, like I love kit bashing. I've done lots of crazy kit bashes. You know, you ever seen a Squiganid? That's a Squiganid. This is a board legal Hormigaunt. I love doing fun, crazy kit bashies. So that's nothing new to me, but doing the base at this level, this is all brand new with this project. So, Nightshade, perfect timing. Have you recovered more, Nightshade?
Nite Shade is awesome.
And Jay, howdy Jay. It does look a bit like a blue horror. I've got them in all different colors. The whole batch of Squigginids behind me has them in various degrees. And yes, we agree with the statement, Jay. I did get to 200. Actually, just surpassed it earlier today. I'm now at 201. And so I am going to be doing an 8-hour stream. Lord help me for that. Uh, where I'm going to be building a couple of kits. You good there, Jay? Don't worry. You have the power of Nightshade now. No one can resist the power of the Nightshade. I do see a few spots I missed. Watch you doing things? Watch us doing things. We'll get you there, Jay. But yeah, so we'll be doing an 8-hour stream where I will assemble and maybe paint both the Armageddon box and the Kill Team Exodite. That's my philosophy, Jay. I'm not too stressed about it. Slow and steady. I found there's lots of going on there. Slow and steady is I prefer that complete than the firework of oh my god and then you're gone. So absolutely. At the moment, tentatively next Saturday. Or not the 14th, but Saturday the or not the 15th. Saturday the. Can you look up the day, hon? I very much agree with that, Nightshade. If that's the next Saturday, then yes, 22nd. 22nd sounds right. Because I got to do my invoice submittal on the 21st, so. That's where I'm at, Jay. Yeah, I got some wonderful regulars chilling here. And we built up some new regulars that have now become regulars on Minerva's stream, too. And they keep raiding them over to you. Oh, they'll look at more regulars on yours. Pardon. Okay, so I want to do... I'm going to do some... Hot diggity damn! I know, isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? Alright, so then here's the next question. What is a community of nerds called? I mean, other than convention. We absolutely do. We need a new collective noun. Convention of nerd. I mean, that's pretty much there it is. I like the firefly lights. Needs garlic. Apothecary White. I'm going to mix this one up a bunch. Okay, man. We're almost done. I'm just doing some final detail work on this. As I said, I'm not going to go too crazy with herd. A herd of nerds. Tempting. Tempting. Yeah, trim this side down. Yeah, man, mix up. True. And also, body order types go in with a herd, a convention of nerds. Oh, you want to go to the boot camp? Paint boob. This one is, there's always a little bit of pigment, you can't see it there. There's always a little bit of pigment that settles on this one. So I really gotta mix it up a bit. I might end up just, I think I'll need to get a stir stick. Stir sticks. Keeping you on your toes there, Jay. Well, now I say this with the how to say this in a way that isn't insulting, but there's no way to say it that isn't insulting. So, just a little bit of context, Suresh. Fuck. Over 20 years ago, I worked at a game company, Alderac Entertainment Group. We made Legend of the Five Rings and a few others, and Led 7C, some RPGs, a tabletop miniatures game, which is the product I was working on called Clan War, and CCGs as well. So I've been paid to work big conventions like Gen Con, Origins, and stuff like that. Conventions are fun, but they are absolutely a creation of Nurgle. I have literally watched the owner of my company kick someone out of the booth because first day came in his costume. Hey, that's cool. Day 2, same costume. Less cool. Day 3, you smell. Day 4, get away from us. We're just like, kept coming back to demo the card game, and we're just like, no. You literally have an aura. Go away. So, they are absolutely a creation of Nurgle. So the reason I was getting that really mixed up is I'm going to try and see if I can do a little bit of this gray contrast on if it's going to be strong enough to come through. Yeah, it's not going to be strong enough to come through that. I'm going to need to touch it up. So there's a skull there and these little purity seals. So it's like, yeah, he had those and other things. There was a lot of things wrong. So So for some reason, this lady has a skull on one boob. Don't know why just one boob, but just one boob apparently. Only the right boob was enough to get had enough importance to have a skull on it. So I just realized that ink is pooling at the bottom. Just the right boobage has a skull. Don't know why just the right boob. There is absolutely. Okay, Suresh, you have no idea how much that is appreciated. Like, having worked the booth, it is an amazing thing to see someone be in costume for a game you worked on. Like, holy shit, 7C, that guy is dressed up as, oh god, I can't remember the different groups. It's one of these different pirate things. That was fucking awesome. It's badass. And the costumes were well done, and you're just like, this is cool as hell. And then there were the people that scared you. Were like, oh, hey, you're in the same costume again. That's troublesome. Especially because I know at Gen Con there's a 24-hour anime booth. And you can just go in there and kind of sleep in the chair. People did that to save money. I've known people that have done that to save money. Okay, she's mostly done except for some dry brushing, and then I'll do, once I get the dry brush, I'll do a dry brush on her red cloak, and then from there, once the dry brush is on the red cloak, then I will be able to do a highlight in this bright red contrast. That'll look very good. You know, a lot of people don't have that awareness. Let me look at my inks. Do I have a fun ink for this? Nope, that's right there. I'll play with these later. Yeah, a lot of people don't have it. I want to do... let her dry up a bit, and then I will come back to it with a few bits. You're watching. It's also funny watching you absolutely masterclass those bases while assembling the paint leather pouches in my pouch. Well, thank you for the compliment. Lot of practice. Lot of practice. I've been in this hobby since the 90s. 94-ish. As I'm always telling people, like, there's going to be times where you suck at it. Hey. I was absolutely, like, for my Castors for Age of Sigmar, I have 40 Hobgrots, and that was 100% assembly lining. It did get monotonous. You're correct. You got monotonous for me doing it. They're almost done now. I've honestly just need to seal them, really. I think most of them I just got to seal, even all, and then the banners. Did the dry brushing on the bases. They're pretty much done. Well, it's a learning process. I'm not going to do the boring stuff on the stream. Thanks for the confidence, hon. I will get them done. Just didn't feel like working at the store today because so right now I'm just doing, I got this Dark Angels banner topper that I had left over. Now putting a little bit more on, and then I'll be hitting with a shade in a minute. Probably an RGX Earth Shade. I also need to get those seals red. I spotted a little bit on more Dark Angels green contrast I need to do. And I have the red over here anyway, so. Yeah, I've done assembly line painting for a lot of stuff. As I should have done one box of grots at a time. Now, that was the mistake, was doing two, trying to get them both done at once. If I had just done the 20, I think it would have been a bit better. Yeah, each box is 20 grots. I knew each box was 20. So I wanted 2 units, 2 of the big units at 20. So now I do a little bit of Dark Angels green there. Oh, hey there, Archmagus Faust. Lurk away. It's been a bit. I hope you're doing well. No, I did want a total of 40. I wanted the 2 units 20. My mistake was thinking to do both of those in one go. I should have just did one box of 20 at a time. Tyranids can be tough. There's my, you can see there's a Termagant chilling over here for the rest of the Tyranids. If I do that, it'll focus on him. There he is. Whoop. There's a Termagant right there. Tyranids absolutely can be tough. That's why I started modifying into the Squigonids to do more variety. Because like I love them, but seeing them all the same was just like starting to get one different. More. 120 is a chunk. Oh, so I was talking to someone who also was working on cast nights. This was last weekend at the shop. Not this weekend, because this weekend was empty. But last weekend at the shop, there was another guy that was working on cast nights. And I have seen all the monsters. And he wanted to use the I think it's not Iconoclast Fiefdom. There's a Cast Knight detachment. I can't remember if it's Iconoclast Fiefdom that you can take the cultists and use them and sacrifice the cultists to the knights for the knights to get wounds back. And this is coming around in a moment to why the wife's statement of tricksy things triggered it in my head. And we were talking a little bit about that, and he wanted to do it more unique than just using Chaos Cultist models, because that's been done. I told him he should order a bunch of hobbits from the Lord of the Rings miniature set and make those your cultists. And then everyone would hate you that much more because you're sacrificing the hobbits to the Chaos Knights. He agreed with the statement and said, I hate you because of that. And I said, that's fair. It'd be funny to have, like, a whole bunch of, the Chaos Cultists. You have, just a little bunch of little hobbits. And you have, you can put Sam and Frodo in there and be like, oh no, this Chaos Knight's hurt. Nom, 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 nom. Eats all the hobbits. I imagine it'd be like popcorn shrimp. Oh. For you, woman. I like you being alive. Yes, phone? No, what are they talking at me for? Can't like my wife being alive. It's kind of important to me. Alright, so... You dry, lady? Yes, please. Being alive is important. You are a big deal. The only thing I'm not... So I've got all this mostly done for the night. Like, I've got all the armor bits done. I've got the decals on them. I do have to do the blood letters. That's realistically next. So the base is pretty close, because once I'm going to do a little bit of dry brush on her cloak. So I can... We're going to do a little bit of dry brushing on her cloak here. Get that fuzz out of there. And then that way I'll be able to kind of give it a highlight and a little bit of a shading. That's a bit too much. Just a little. I was going to do a little bit on the hand. Just get a little bit of detail out of it there. So in the cloak, I'll hit it with I've got this nice bright red contrast that I'll do. It'll tint all that white red to give it some, so it doesn't look like just weird white streaks on our cloak. So a bit on the gloves. On the bolter, just a little bit to bring up some of the detail. Should probably make sure I'm on the screen for that. But then, so we're not far off from. I could put on the second coat of the blue and use the goopy stuff tonight and then work on blood letters for the rest of the evening. Which I think is what I will do. So, I'll use the goopy, which if you're looking for, if you're looking for a water effect, I can recommend this stuff to extreme degrees. Forbidden icing. This stuff is weird. It's like this, bluish thing, but it dries translucent and much darker. But it's great for putting on I put it underneath the resin, because it makes a nice, texture. And adds more depth to the ice. It gets kind of colors and stuffs underneath it, because that's what it would be. So, we're going to be doing forbidden. We'll probably do some forbidden icing. Anytime I do dry brushing, I clean the brush heavily. Because I don't want that paint sticking on there. I made that mistake and ruined many a brush. So, I guess over there, we're going to get this ball red contrast. Let's get that out. Let's mix this up. And then I got 4 blood letters. And the final work on this. Realistically like that. I'll do the lines and the purity seals after, when it's all said and done. I'll get the fine tip marker. Very bright red contrast. Should be good over that white. It's almost too bright. That's the problem. Nope, we're already committed to it, so we'll go. It might dry better. On my leg. Thought there was a bug in me. There is not. Yeah, so 22nd. We'll put that down as a tentative date for an 8-hour-long celebratory stream. That's going to be Ben CDs is asleep right now. Because he was... I know he was going for a long time. We did hit 200. Yes, Jersey. Actually surpassed it a little. So, it did vaguely. And I appreciate it. So, with that, we'll be doing a giant buildy stream of the Armageddon box and the Exodite box. Z's was... I didn't even realize he was still on. Cheese and a stick. Alright, he better passed out then. Alright. I hope he's alive. Okay, so then drop that there. Go some RJX Earthshade Shade. Let you soak for a moment. Get a more precise brush for shade application. He did do it 12 because he was. We rated over to him. Okay. And then he was on. Ooh, too much. Soak that up. Okay. Lutheran Blue. Okay. Maybe he was just coming on to be like, I'm alive. I'm going back to bed. So you can see that too. Alright, so I'm going to do some touch-ups on this blue. Because I do a layer blue. And then I'll do black around the edges. Just gives a little bit of depth. And then I'll get on the forbidden stuffs in a minute once this is dry. We'll be. I'll plan. We'll have to do some planning on that stream, hon. Do I start? What time should I start? It's almost like maybe I should. Like start early afternoon, and then run a little later. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Like maybe could do 2 to 10, Or do I want to do like, if I take a nap in the beginning of the day, or like early in the afternoon or something, I could do Costco. I could do Costco maybe Saturday morning instead of my Sunday morning. And then, if I were to do, so say I take care of like errands in the morning, and then I see dog butt. What am I seeing? Oh, she's getting off the pillow. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, we'll leave that off for a minute then. If I do my Costco stuff in the morning, Saturday, and then and Sunday will be a recovery day. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But all right, so should have done heavier on the dry brush. I just realized that, but it came out good. She ain't perfect, but she's not the focal point, so I ain't worried. Slurpy, slurpy dog. But yeah, if I were to do a maybe if I could pull it off 4 to midnight. Oh, she's about to get comfy on the. Where'd you go? Oh, there she is. Oh, yeah, puppy. On her pillow. Yeah, puppy dog. Oh, yeah, puppy dog. Look at that puppy dog. So what do you think of that, though, hon? What are you thinking? If I take a nap, get all the errands done in the morning that I normally do Sunday morning. She's a pretty dog. Okay, it's cleaned up. It's all right. Just gonna let this blue dry a little bit, and then we'll get onto the forbidden icing. And that'll be good for that. So, bloodletters. Black tempos contrast. Let's do shoulder pad bloodletter first. Let me just do the dry brush first, honestly. I do these guys in a pink dry brush. I wonder tomorrow, because I'm gonna need to do the goop on this tonight, and then it's gonna have to dry for 24 hours. I need to get my bin set up for that. I have my just in case shit leaks bin, because I don't trust the resin. You have one leak once, don't trust it again. So yeah, just in case. So if I do the goop tonight, if I do the forbidden icing, that'll be dried up tomorrow night. So then I'll be able to do a resin pour probably Tuesday. So I won't be able to do the rest of tomorrow night. See now, Borkin. She does like to barf, bork, while laying in that position, but she's not at the moment. But yeah, we're... She does love to make her noise. I'm basically kind of slap chopping these bloodletters pretty hard, but it works. Those ones I did with the I can do these guys in different. Nice bit of dry brush. Heavy dry brush coat for the contrast to pick up and tint that. Okay, let's see. To it. Go put the cream on it. Because the ones on my leg are unpleasant. Your noise. We're in mosquito land at the moment. Okay. Next blood letter. Get the blood letters done up. the dog here off the blades. Well, if I ever need to do a cast demon army, I've got a reasonable amount of painting experience with blood cast demons now. I have no desire to do a cast demon army. The only model I want from the cast demons is Be'lakor. Just because that model's top tier. And I can actually use him in Cast Knights. I can field him as an ally. And he's one of the few kits that is both like so a lot they cast demons, you know, it's Age of Sigmar or 40k. It doesn't matter for most of them. Like Bloodletters, same kit. You know, if you're at Bloodletters 40k or Age of Sigmar, same shit. But Be'lakor's model, his base is different in the 40k version. Because like he has just like an Age of Sigmar Knight in the AOS one. It's got a Stormcast Eternal on it. But in the same kit, you get the base that has a Marine on it. So it's kind of neat. You could do either or. So. It's one of the only kits that really is that way, where it's the same kit can't be used in either, because technically they're not, like, the only consistent between the two universes is Chaos. The Materium. Not really joint. So, with that, it's a good break to take some medication. Just realized, no, I got a few more days. Alright, so Bloodletters are dry brushed. I think we're good for Forbidden Icing junk. I need that. I need that. My tools for scooping. Let's zoom this back up. Move those 3, 4 over there. Alright, so here's this weird shit. The part is so light, like it's so weird how there's like no resistance. I can barely feel there's anything on this tool, but there absolutely is. It's a giant chunk of it. Blorp. Swap that over there. Actually, a chunk. And I picked up. I have a clear one too that I want to use on some other stuff.
Sith has followed your channel.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Sithice. Appreciate that. I'm working on the base for a Chaos Knight. I'm currently using Forbidden Chemicals. Actually, it's the Vallejo's Diorama FX in a Atlantic blue, which we lovingly call the Forbidden Icing because it is so light and weird. I dig this stuff. It works brilliant. It's still just weird. Alright, so we'll put you over there. Chaos Knights are a frighteningly custom bunch, as you can... Technically, no. Sith Ice. This stuff I won't be painting over it. What I'm doing is... You can kind of see it a little bit on the Night Abominant right there on the turntable. I'll show you a bit more once I get this smushed into its right spots because it does start drying. I do a 2-part resin pour to give it an ice, a layer of ice. And this, because this stuff dries kind of translucent-y, like it's opaque here, but it won't be. When it dries, it is translucent. It has a nice blue, dark blue color to it. So when it makes a nice base underneath the resin for the ice, because that also is translucent. So this gives it depth and texture that I'm very happy with. This stuff works. It's so weird. I even have a clear one over there that's even weirder because it is totally opaque and then dries totally clear. I've tested it. I'm just going to mush it into its spots and give it a little bit of a bit. Mud and snow, fantastic. Now I'm using AK's resin ice. It's a 2-part resin epoxy for... It does this great ice effects. The snow, I'm just using the Valhalla Blizzard texture technical from GW. They do make a mud resin stuff that I've seen. Alright. So, here we go. Snackers is the best example. This is what the... This is what the final result of the base will be like. Where there is the ice. This is the resin. Underneath this is this stuff. Is this Diorama FX stuff. Is underneath the ice here. And then I'm using the snow effects and things. Battle of the Bulge? Not Battle of the Bulge. Stalingrad. Okay. Get it. I totally get it. Muddy snow. Far Eastern European stuff, but you see how it looks like. You actually see the resin. The height of the resin on there. So, that is what I'm going for. But using this Diorama FX underneath it adds a nice level of depth and color texture that I like. And then this is the stuff I'm using for that. They make a, if you're looking for, they make a mud one, like a dirty water one too. Muddy, snowy, rubbly ruins. That is a perfect descriptor. Muddy, snowy, rubbly ruins. So Iron Hands. Guess. No, Iron Works. Iron Hands are the Manus' chapter. Blurp. The only problem with this stuff is since it is so light, I have to be careful with it because it's like if I put force into manipulating it, it just spreads it around way too much. You have to be very delicate with it. This also adds one more step of potential sealing it from sealing the cork from eating all the resin. I mean, it's been sealed with glue, it's sealed with paint, but just in case. But yeah, this stuff is fun. World War II, see 7% rubble, craters, 5% corpses. Don't wage a campaign, ground war with Russia in the winter. Mush, mush, mush. This requires extra sound effects of mush, 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 mush. Just get it right in there. That'll be found. That to be mushed up. Coarse, because I didn't do the cork to the edges, because I have some weird thing that I like to punish myself with modeling. I need to do this here. That's too much. So I'm going to do silent snowfall cover the mass. Mass is quite ironic. I'm sure I have studied that, and I don't. Stalingrad, I know my grandfather's not a part of that. He was Ardennes in the European tour, mostly. After Battle of the Bulge. I think Ardennes was one of the... other than the Bulge, you know... Or, not Bulge, D-Day. I'm mixing it up. Other than D-Day, I think Ardennes was one of the biggest battles he was in. To grab. I think my uncle has the map that my grandfather drew. Not drew, but drew on, showing where he went. I remember him, he had a crude Europe map, and he just marked off I was there, I was there, I was there. I think that's with the rest of the stuff. So anywho. Okay. So there is the forbidden icing on the base. So now this will dry up. Let's actually see a little bit. I got to touch over real quick. That's a little too high. You smooth it down. There we go. Okay. Forbidden icing on the base. So now this will, unfortunately, I won't be able to really pose the knight on here anymore until this is dry. And once this is dried up, then I will dry brush it and prepare it for the resin pour, where I'll be dry brushing the stone, just give a little more texture on it. Then I'll do the resin pour. Then that's got to sit for another 24 hours. And once that's done, there's a buzzy fly. There's freaking buzzy flies. Once that's done, then almost got it. Then I'll be able to mount that crazy boy to the base. And we're going a different route. We're not only securing it with brass tubing, he's going to get drilled into the base. I don't trust him. Both heavy and rough guys, Iron Hands, Custodians, Death Guard, Allied Chaos Knights, and some orcs. Nice. I've got the Chaos Knights right here, as you can see. I'm also... That's going to go into the Please Don't Leak tub. And you can't see the little Battle Sister in there. I've also got Tyranids right there. I've got Dark Angels that are in progress. Eldar, which is a Nurgle. See, I've seen so many brilliant Nurgle knights. That's why I went Khorne for mine. So my Chaos Knights are very corny. Sorry. That was dumb. I stand behind it though. You can kind of see how this, so actually if you look right here, that dark blue is how this stuff will dry into that translucent blue. My knights are Khorne, hence the blood letters. You know, there's the blood letter coming out of the top of the abominant there. This one is going to have 6 blood letters on it. Because the wife insisted I use the last of my blood letters. And I was like, alright, might as well. My despoiler has the named blood letter. Not Scarbrand, but another one. And then this is the Lancer. He's a bit custom, as you can see. He's got his axe, his shield. I still had the lance because I want to make sure everything I have is properly represented with their weapons. So he still has his lance. It just got a little more touchy-feely. And the way he'll be on that base is that the Battle Sister is right in front of him. So he is going to smack her into Age of Sigmar with the axe. So, stay there. Alright, back on to blood letters. 1,000 points though, mostly for 1k point games. Now, a Death Guard, Big Knights. Pull for small Death Guard character. Nice. I get maybe the Tyrant, because the Tyrant Knight has the most flat top, which would be great for Pulpit, hence the blood letters on that one. So, this is what I would think of. Like, it'd be the easiest to put, like, a character right up, like, right where that guy is. You could easily put a character right there. Yeah, the Knights, he's got the resin. And this one actually poured around his foot. This is the first one I did that, where he's breaking out of the ice after being chained into it. Trying to do this, you know, my models have stories kind of a thing. Like Snackers. Snackers' story is he's hungry. So he felt it was perfect time to eat a Space Marine. Alright, so blood letters. Alright, so I want to do... Let's run this ball red. This is a nice red color. There's this Taliban summoners. I'm afraid I don't know that. I'll have to take a look at that in a minute. The demons. Okay. Got it. Got it. Rodigus and a normal Great Unclean one. Rodigus is such a great model. Well, honestly, the Great Unclean one itself. Just that. If this has better coverage, and I really think it needs to. Need to. Non-GW. How could you? It's all good. I got some 3D print stuffs. Thin out this contrast, which is unusual. Yeah, it's really overshadowing the dry brushing, which is annoying. Look up Zombie Troopers Green Stuff World. Yeah, we'll take a look at it later. I think I've seen this because I did a lot of shopping in Green Stuff World. And we're looking at a lot of their models, and their stuff they got some decent stuff. I mean, I've got their ice effects over here. I was going to be using it, but I ended up going a different route, but I'm still going to use it for other stuff. Be good spell effects. Something a little bit more. Here we go. Mechaform, how you doing tonight, sir? There we go. That's a bit better coverage. Not coverage, not overkilling it. Yeah, I like the Green Stuff World stuff. Green Stuff World stuff. Englishing good. I got a bunch of their I have their mini photo booth, which used to be my display booth. Until the nights I realized were too big for it, so I had to switch over to a bigger photo booth, which is where that night is now. I hope you're doing well, Microform. So now the blob underneath here, that's the actual blob of green stuff, not Green Stuff World, but green stuff here. That is going to, I leave that kind of the way it is because it's going to get covered in the technical paint Blood for the Blood God. Because that'll have that wet glossy effect to make it look like it's bleeding blood letters. And for the wife to hit the button. So that's the button I was expecting her to hit. So we use this watered down, not watered down, thinned out contrast so that it isn't of Baal red. Like the Al volcano. It's a secret. They're making good progress. I think realistically, we're going to be down to the base. That's going to be the last bit I'll need to get done. I'll probably start. I'll be able to start assembly tomorrow. I think, honestly. I'll be finishing up these, probably finishing up the blood letters a little bit. Then I'll be doing assembly tomorrow. With the only part of it that needs the weight being the base, because I got to make sure that that's prepped and ready for its resin pour. Once it's assembled, then I can do some weathering, because I wait until the night's fully assembled to do the weathering, so that it's consistent across all the panels. Otherwise, I might weather one panel more than another, and just look funny. So, Medium well, need to crash in, want to check in. I usually prefer it rare, but hey. But thank you for checking in, Megaform. Not just rare, I want my steaks twitching. I prefer my bloodletters would appreciate the way I prefer my steak. No, that's me thinking the bloodletters. It's Pittsburgh or black and blue for me. It's got to be a quality steak, though. Can't do that with some cheap trash. It's got to be decent quality. You know what a steak joke is? Uh-oh. Hit me, Sithice. Megaform is a master of the pun fu. So we will. It's a rare, medium, well done. As beautiful. I fully approve of that joke, and yes, that is fantastic, sir, or madam, probably sir. My demographic. I can usually count 2 women that watch my stream. One is somewhat forced. But yes, that is a beautiful joke. I will use that. I will steal it. That's good. I don't know if you're going to top it. If anyone wants to follow along outside of the stream, you can catch me on Blue Sky. And post daily updates as to all the crafty progress that I've been doing. What's going on? Also, if anyone enjoys a slice of life comic about an orc and his pet squig, where we are all orc. And the squig is that dog and her inability to be normal. Please check out Orc and Squig. The Patreon's free to join and get updates on. It's written and drawn by that lady there in the chat. She was working on that today. I did. That's so that's we didn't do pizza. We did turkey burgers, but part of I've been in this hobby for a very, very long time, and part of it is like I had some armies that I've never really gotten done, and I realized that hey, I need to kind of hold myself accountable to do a little bit of work every day at a minimum. So that's where I do. That's kind of how this stream started, was so I could hang out and talk to people while I painted, because I found that was something I was sorely missing. Was I used to hang out and paint and chat with my friends until I had to move across country in the U.S. and I realized I was missing that. So this kind of filled that gap. And now with the Blue Sky, there's a hobby streak thing where I post every day, and that's kind of holding me accountable to get work done every day. I have painted so many cast dwarves, and then I completely did this custom Chaos Knight army. And I did the armies. It's under 4 months, and I've done all this, so. From a lot of it, from concept to... Ugh. Sorry about that, Nightshade. But it's been the holding myself accountable to do something with miniatures every day. Very rare exceptions. Actually, I actually have not had an exception. Even if it's just a minor thing like priming. I get something done every day. Just a little bit, and it's just it holds me accountable, keeps it going, keeps the momentum moving. But pizza is good. Pizza's good. I'm still craving just regular pan pizza. After our adventure into bad pizza, which is weird. Just want a regular pan pizza. Know the feeling, Megaform. Know the feeling. Of what? Oh, I forgot the owner did respond saying they needed to get information from me to make it right. Self-made pizza. Fuck yes. Post that link. Yeah, Nightshade, there was a place, it's a local place we have been to in the past, and it's been decent. We ordered a pizza. It took an hour and a half, or not an hour and a half, it was like an hour 20 for the pizza to get here, and we're close. And it was a Chicago style, which wasn't what we were expecting, because it just said pan pizza. But literally, all you could taste was salt. Like, it had no flavor. All it tasted like was salt. It was just bad. That looks delicious. And I'm like, it's so weird because we're like, we've had this before. It's never been a problem there. I don't know. Like, we ended up throwing more than half of it away because, like, I ate one slice and I was like, I can't. It just tastes bad. It tastes like salt. So, I do need to reply to the owner because they said, to give them information, they'll make it right. I'm like, I'll give them information. Tell them just don't ever send your fucking pizza my way again. But their thin crust had flavor at least. It wasn't complete salt. It was salty, yes, but it wasn't completely salt. We've had plenty of deep dish that was good. Well, that was the other thing. The bottom of it was burnt, like hard to cut through, burnt, and the sides were undercooked. And then there was the paper. It was on like a piece of parchment paper that had melted into the bottom of the pizza, so it was like peeling it off of it. It was just like all in all bad. Well, that pizza's not really Italian to begin with, but hey, not this style of pizza. It's just a crime against quality fatness. But yeah, so I'm like, all I wanted was like a traditional pan pizza. Like Domino's. But we can't order, the Domino's near us is bad, so we can't order from that one. Okay, theirs is slow, but their pizza isn't, the Domino's admittedly isn't bad, it's just, it might not get here. So. Yeah, it was just so weird. Like in the years I've lived out in the Chicago area that I live at now, I've not had a bad pizza experience. That was probably the first. Even mediocre pizza out here is better than stuff I grew up with. I've had plenty of mediocre stuff. I was like, it's alright, but still good. So, I don't know. Possibly just a really bad day. Maybe the person was fucking up. I don't know. We can come back to the. But we will be having pizza this weekend, so I will get my hit then. Oh, and I will not be streaming next Saturday. It's his daughter's birthday, and we're going out to celebrate. So there'll be no stream next Saturday. Because the party is basically during the time I would stream. And I want to enjoy time with kid. And that's important. For the school starts next week. She's already thrilled about it. Admittedly, she's been doing it. Which isn't too bad. Kid good, yes. Yep, Tuesday. Costco. We could have gotten Costco. Oh. I'm liking the sound of this. So nice. We could have gotten... I know, I didn't even click. I was at Costco today. Could have gotten a Costco pizza. The best $10 pan pizza you can get. Because it's 10 flipping bucks. Yeah, school starts on Tuesday. Yeah, no, it's... My boss's daughters the same way. Oh no, Costco in Germany. Well, it's... I live... So that's we're just outside Chicago, which is traditionally the land of good pizza. So that's why I was so shocked at having a bad pizza. But, I don't know how Costco would, if it would do well in Germany. It is a quality store. They're one of the few American corporations that genuinely take care of their employees, treat them well. And the CEO has flat said that he'll need, They have the Costco hot dogs, which are these really good quality, giant hot dogs. You get them at the store fresh with the soda for... Okay, pizza is an American thing. The pizza that I'm talking about, the pizza that I'm calorically loving, is an American thing. It is not... I'm confident the pizza in Italy is amazing, and the probably quality ingredients are amazing. There's a YouTube show called Pasta Grannies we watch a lot, and the food just mind-boggling looks good. But I'm talking about cheap, trashy, 4 pounds of mozzarella cheese, some sauce on it, shit tons of sausage. That's just bad food that is wonderful. Like the American version of tacos. Oh, it's 100% American pizza. That's what I'm absolutely was what I was craving is American pizza. You know, it has 18,000 calories a serving. Calorically, it's plutonium. Yeah, not Little Caesars. But Costco's a decent place. It's a good store. They take care of stuff. The downsides of it is that it's mostly items in bulk. And they have a relatively small selection, but that's by design. Yeah, quality of food in Europe, I 100% agree, is leagues above a lot of the shit we get here. I do not doubt that in any way, shape, or form. I have at some point hope to visit Europe, specifically Italy, because I want to get to the Abruzzo region where my family's from. On one side of them, at least. I want some, 4-foot nothing, 150-year-old Italian woman that could kill me with a swing of her rolling pin to make me pasta, because I'm too skinny. When I'm not eating seconds or thirds, I'm getting hit with things. That's what I want. I was watching those women work with the rolling pins in that show was just fucking amazing. It's like, here's this 98-year-old grandma that has to have a step stool so she can knead the dough, and she busts out this rolling pin as tall as her, and she's just like, you could see her hand. She's like she could crack walnuts. She's fucking. Men fear her. She would walk up because she's low enough. She could reach right up there and, make sure your ancestors felt it. Yeah, we'll get there someday. Oh, eyeballs. I hate eyeballs. Hate doing these eyeballs, but they look good when you do them. So I got to paint some eyeballs. that, you'd fudge it up something fierce. Now I'll fix that one up. Did good on a bunch of the other ones. That one was fudged up. That one's fine. That one's fine. It's actually not bad. I've only messed up one of these eyes in a while, so. And then I just slap some white on the teeth because I'm going to hit it with a shade. And then it'll blend in the cracks, so don't worry about that. Okay, that's good. Next. Teeth and eyeballs, teeth and eyeballs, lots and lots of teeth and eyeballs. Messed up, yep. Such a small thing, they take a lot of effort. That's good. One more. One more, and then I'll just do I'll fix that other one. Then I'll just need to finish up the swords, which require a little bit of Skullcrusher brass on the hilts.
Death to the foul warriors of chaos.
In a moment, I will enhance. I need to not throw my brush in the paint. Okay. Let me finish this one real quick, because unfortunately if I hold it in front of the camera, I can't see what I'm doing. And then I'll show it. Alright, a little messed up. I'll clean that one up too. Oh, I can shade it then though. Alright, so what I'm doing is just these simple teeth and eyes. Because then once I hit it with the shade, that'll get all the details in the teeth. So then that's the one I gotta fix up. You can see he's got the bug eye. So easy fix though. Okay. Bit of red there. Clean this one up a little bit too. Yep. Good enough. Brush goes down. Alright, so. Still. Oh, no, it needs a bit more cleanup. I'm looking at it on the camera. Focus. Yeah, it needs a bit more cleanup work in there. Actually, you know what would work well? Contrast. It's a little more runny. This will work well in here. Perfect. What are you honking at me? Storms. Okay. That's why you're honking at me. Storms are likely to start soon. More storming. Okay, so put that down. That brush is good. We'll go over to this one. Sharpen it up. Skull Crusher brass. So then all the hilts on their hilts and their blades are in Skull Crusher brass. So get this done up. We're getting lots of storms. I should be ready for. Honestly, it's looking like it will be. See, a few things I need to do. It's going to be cleanup and detail work tomorrow, then assembly. Because I do need, there's skulls on this leg plate I gotta get. I want to do a quick highlight with white before the blood for the blood god goes on them. So, and then I've got a few chains and a few spots to paint that I need to, on that banner over there, I got a bit there I need to paint up. So, yep, I figured you would do it, huh? So, but after that's not going to take me all that long to get that done. So, and then it will be assemblage. I might not finish the ball loaders tonight. So I gotta go through each of them and touch up the swords, make sure the hilts are painted, and then do shading on them, then a little bit of highlights in a few spots. So probably a little like detail work finishing up tomorrow, and then into final assembly. Realistically, my guess is by Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Wednesday. Because we'll do the resin pour Tuesday. So, if we do the resin pour on Tuesday, should be ready to mount them to the base on Wednesday. So I'd say Thursday. Let's be fair. Considering stuff, so I think Thursday this guy will be finished. So... This is the longest it's taken me in any of these, but then this guy's also the most custom. I had to do the most fabrication for him. I had to do the most creative planning. The initial design, the design changed a few times because of limitations. So, like I initially wanted it to be hitting the ground with the axe and sending up the ice spikes, which is why I bought those ice spikes. And once I realized how big the axe is, there was no way it was going to be able to do that and fit on the regular base. And since this is not a display piece, he's meant to be played with, so I needed to tweak that design. And then I lucked out because I had that Battle Sister leftover unused from a box where I used the Harlequin. So turned out good that way. I make a point for my stuff to be on perfectly. All my stuff is tournament and / league ready. Because I will be playing. They're talking about getting the 40K league going. They're waiting for the next data slate to hit. Or not data slate. The big Minotaur field manual update. Should be, soonish. Well, it's going to be next month, I think. But they were waiting for that to hit to see where it lands for the league. So I wanted my stuff to be part of my kit bashing is always, they are perfectly board legal. They have the weapons, and on the right size bases. So, working and not modeling towards any advantage. So, especially since these guys are not frame, and them being on the base is kind of important. The right size base. So, all the hilt's done. That's just the way I'm doing it. So I see a lot of people that do other stuff that's like cool and stuff, but I'm like, it doesn't fit in any kind of base. It's not. The base is too big, base is too small. You're either possibly unintentionally modeling for advantage. But I don't want to do that. So, thinking. Thinking Thursday. I'll have this guy done. I'd like to finish it on stream, but I just want to get it done first. And that's what the blue sky is for. And I can show them off on stream on next Sunday. So. Also need to start planning days to get to the store to do an actual game. Like, see if I can try and coordinate it a bit better. But expect that to be at least 4 hours plus. Probably less, but yeah. I'm working on it. Oh. Alright. Stretch my legs out. So I got the blood letters mostly done. They're ready for shading now. I'm not going to dry out before I do that though, because it'll mix. Let's take a look at what's going on with the battle system. So it's already starting to darken. You can kind of see it at the edges. It's darkening up a bit already, and that's closer to what the final color will be. Like right there. That bit right there is much closer to what the final color is actually going to be. I don't think she looks bad. She's not great. Especially when I do a light dry brush on, which I'll do the weathering dry brush. So these guys just need to be shaded now. You're ready, except for your final dry brushing. Zoom. Let's zoom this out. See, it's coming together. And the ones that's... So then I'll do assembly for... Because I'll be able to start putting these, you know... I've got to do the skulls and things on this, stuff like that. It's getting there. It's getting there pretty good. Alright. Do have a few moments I could do that real quick in a metal. And then I'll do the shading and weathering on the whole model. Will be in pretty good shape for tomorrow. Then it's just a bit of cleanup detail weathering. I want all my cast knights to look older, and a bit loved because Cass. One's eating 2 front century gigs and 2 markets. Nice. Alright. Okay. So with that, thank you everybody for sitting and chilling with me while I get the finals. Pretty close to last bits on this, the last cast night for this group. Just got a few details for tomorrow. The skulls and stuff on this leg plate. Finish up the blood letters and the shading and stuff on those. And then I might do a little touch of dry brushing and stuff on the Battle Sister, but huge progress. So thank you everybody for hanging. And so no stream on, I'll be on tomorrow, 7 p.m. 10 p.m. Central, but no stream next Saturday. Next Sunday, Monday, be back to normal. And then the Saturday after that, it's looking to be the big 8-hour celebration for 200 followers where I assemble both the Armageddon box and the Kill Team Exodites. And then probably work on some more stuff with that too. So I think I'll be able to easily get those assembled relatively quick. We'll see. Might take me the whole 8 hours to build shit. Don't know. Speaking of, I got another glue. I got glue. Okay, we're good. So with that, I will see everyone later, and good night. Thank you for watching.